Now looking at our gold analysis here. So the last week gold was bearish like this. We go to the weekly 1 week time frame. This is the candle we're having. And this week is traded down on Monday. It opened the trading down, then now it's trading up. So we're going to have what we're looking at. This first take of this analysis we are having. And we see what we have here. sorry for that. Here we're trading ICT. Yeah, that's what we have here. So on the daily time frame, gold dropped like this, swept liquidity that was here and here. Here was liquidity in here. So then it pulled back, it closed up the week, the body of the day, this day's body closed from here. So now we're looking at having it going to this gap that it left here and here. These daily gaps it left while dropping. So you're going to be taking buys as it is going to the upside. Now when we go to, first of all, we mark these gaps like this. Then we mark up another, we're having another gap here, which may be our most point of interest, but we also have to look at this because it is also there. Then when it was dropping here, we had an inversion fair value gap here. Let's play this in, this is an inversion fair value gap. You see it hasn't tapped there. Then from there, here we don't have any other. So we shall go to our time frame and see. Can you imagine on our inversion fair value gap that we have on the other side? It's corresponding with the fair value gap we have here and the 4-hour time frame. So here we might expect even go to do like this. Let me use this. Just time you're looking at this, you can anticipate this. What's wrong with this? What's wrong with this? From there, going to continue to the downside like that, or we're still doing our analysis. This is what we are having. So the other day when gold, after it had closed from here, we were going to look for buys. Okay, for at the daily it hadn't crossed because at the daily it crossed from here, but on the 4 time frame it had already here. It's where it had sought liquidity. These setups are for swing trades. So the 4 time frame, after seeing it go sweeping liquidity this side, we're going to look for buy entries in a smaller time frames, just as it had just swept liquidity. When you go to the 15 time frames, just like as it is dropping, we mark our zones. We mark these as it is dropping. You see, here after breaking here, the structure it will trace to this way, right? It broke structure again. Then after sweeping liquidity, it's where I'm trying to go back through to see the trades that would have taken if you weren't on or you missed. After you're going to see the future outlook, sir. Daddy. Yes, please. Okay. Going to the 30 minutes. I set here liquidity. It went. Gave us a change of character here, then a break of structure at this point. Give us a break of structure at this point. Let's see what we have here. After it gave us a break of structure, we had a fair value gap here, so we would look closely to here to this. To look for some entries. You know, for me when I'm trading, sometimes I also take some counter trends. So before I have it, we had this fair value gap. When we zoom into the 15 to the 30, sorry, it broke structure, then it went here, it broke again. Then from here we were waiting for, after breaking structure, we had to anticipate a pullback on the 1 hour time frame. When it broke structure, it left this fair value gap here. So on the pullback, here is where we would wait it to pull back to this fair value gap. Then we go to the lower time frame and take our entry model. So on the 30-minute time frame, after it breaking structure and it also broke structure here like this. Remember here it had reached in our 4 hour fair value gap here. So this kind of, after this 4 hour clone, we're going to look for a change in character in smaller time frames, like the 5 minutes. So we would catch the retracement. Yeah, you know, when I'm trading trades, I don't take live trades in on trading. I don't use trading to take live trades. So I'll show you the trades I was. We had another break of structure here, and then here, almost at the extreme point of our fair value gap. It was here. Then from there, sometimes I go into the 1 minute chart to get the sniper entry. So in the 1 minute time frame, you just look for the first change of character, like this, and it broke again. Here it changed character, but still you can wait for another change of character to confirm. Then after it changes, goes below this string blade that created here, you just look for a fair value gap, you get in. So here I was in around here. Let me take you to the 5 minutes. The 5 minutes here is where we were getting in at this fair value gap after the break of structure, the change of character here and the break of structure here. It made a pullback, then we'll get in at this fair value gap. You see, at first, I went in here at first because I knew it was going to go down, but actually at first I thought I had missed an entry because I had put myself set up like this here, up to this fair value gap. But at first it didn't come back to this small fair value gap, so it moved all the way as you see. Then after it came back, and then it went to hit our take profit. Then after hitting our take profit, remember we were going to look for buys. That was a counter trend we would have taken there. Then on reaching our 1 hour fair value gap, sorry, this is it. This is it. Here we would wait for also our entry. As long as some people can enter, you can put a limit on at the start of the fair value gap, like here. And then the stop loss below, and then your target. Yeah. So, or you can first wait to have your entry model on the first time frame, on the small time frame. So yeah, it's why in the lower time frame I got an entry. Let me zoom in to the 15 minutes. You see when it approaches our fair value gap, remember here we are taking our take profit from the sale. Then after reaching here, we would wait for gold to change a small character on a small time frame, 15 or 5 minutes. Then on the retracement, we take the buys. So here is where I took my first buys on as it was. As it just came to this fair value gap here, I entered long. Then it stayed there. Then after, boom, it started going to the upside. So here for me, I got out from here because I saw it when it was going to sell from here. And you know, as a beginner trader, sometimes you worry, you feel like I've seen some small profits, I want to take them, so I got out from here. Then all of a sudden, the next day today, coming on chart, I found price already moving like this. But anyway, when we were taking our longs here on the daily, our target was on this. Remember, our target was on this fair value gap here, there. So that's where we want gold to be. And the next one, that's our swing. So I want to go, but it's still there. It doesn't move. It's halfway, I think. You see where it is? Along the way, remember the other analysis I removed. Add some analysis here. Here where God is. I'd taken some cells. Let me take you to 4 hour. When it started pumping like this, we had this fair value gap where it first respected to begin these cells. Then after breaking this one, a structure in the 4 hour, it also made this for a fair value gap here. So in this fair value gap is where we put in another buy entries to continue to the upside. Remember here we're having another inversion fair value gap, which shows so on the 1 hour time frame. I have an inversion fair value gap somewhere here. Let me see. The one that I used to take those sales. Having this 4 hour fair value gap. Let me take. I'll take you to the 1 minute, to the small time frames, and you see how it was respecting them. How it respects the mid. You see? Here I had already entered the cells, but I was going to sleep. I crossed them early because I expected it to sweep some sort of liquidity, which it did. Then it started selling. Remember here, it is a counter trend. You had to take profits from this, the fair value gap that it had left here on the 4 hour and on other time frames. If you can watch here, it took a sell from here, then our take profit would be here on this fair value gap. Here we don't have any fair value. This is the first fair value gap. And when it reached this zone, it has spent the whole day respecting this. No single candle, even in the 5 minute, has crossed and crossed below this. So here we're still in. As long as these candles stay up of this zone 4, 5, 3, 5, we're still looking for the longs to continue to the upside. So that's what we're looking. But if it breaks here, then we shall be looking for sell setups. We push a bit down like this fair value gap, then we proceed to the upside. Thank you very much for watching.